What's up, everybody? It's time for a review. It's been a red hot minute since I've done one, I know, but this time it is very special indeed because it's the Goro from Mortal Kombat made by Storm Collectibles. There you got a lovely promotional shot of the figure on the side, looking all sorts of awesome. And there on the back you can see that he comes with some effects, and he's got some sort of rash on his back or fell into some charcoal, I'm not sure. But yeah, looks pretty sweet. And on the other side you actually have a painting of the figure, which is kind of cute. And there it wraps around on the side. But let's go ahead and bust this beast out of his plastic confinement and take a closer look. Alright, so it actually does come with a flight stand, which is pretty small, so I'm assuming it's more for balancing than holding the figure by the waist like a normal one would. It does have some little pegs that go into it, so you can put the blast effects in that, or his power of shooting his fists at you. I'll show those off in a minute, but it does come with a little pincher as well. And it's pretty stiff too, so it actually looks like it'll hold up. With being a four-armed ferocious monster, he does have multiple sets of hands, most of which are either a claw or an open kind of reaching for you like that one. But the Storm Collectibles, their rubber or plastic, whatever they use, is really soft and captures detail really well for some reason. I don't know. I just really like Storm Collectibles. If you've never bought any, I highly recommend it. It is a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. Excuse me. There you can see the level of detail on the face sculpt. There are no paint issues on any Storm Collectible that I've ever bought, and this is no exception. His hairpiece does pop out. It's got a little peg on there, so you can either have one hanging down low or sweeping away. So that's kind of cool. Not bad. It's like a horsetail. Horsetail of a different color. And there you can see the flaming fists that he can use. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Nice translucent aquamarine green, if you will. But that there you can barely kind of see that hole that's used to pop in that pig. And there he is, just massive, looking really good. Articulation is somewhat limited due to his size, which is to be expected, but I will say that it was far more easy to pose him than I thought. The Shao Kahn that I bought was way harder, so when I saw this I was like, he looks great, but I just feel like the posing him is going to be a challenge. But the only thing is that chest piece kind of busts out a little bit further, has a bigger gap than I would like. But it's kind of a softer rubber, kind of squishy, so it doesn't hinder the articulation too much. You can see that you can move it around with no problem. So he can get back. I would have liked to have seen maybe an ab crunch on this, but I can understand if there were technical reasons why they couldn't do that with having 4 arms for a figure, especially as big as and weighty as this. But nice detail all the way around. It's just so big I can't hardly get any of it on the camera. I'll back it up here in a second, change his face out. Arrgh. I like that. That's pretty sweet. Man, I can remember seeing Mortal Kombat as a kid, and whenever this guy came on, even though like when you watch it now, the animation or the the effect that they used to get him. I don't know what if he was a big puppet or what. I can't remember, but I remember it scared the shit out of me. And then he fought Johnny. What, didn't he fight Johnny? Pretty sure. But anyway, you can see that I changed those hands out with just a slight pull. There's the back. Got some nice detail. Kind of jarring to see how... Oh, shit. Kind of jarring to see how clean and nice he is on the front, and then he's got this big weird pattern on his back, but just adds to the level of interest. And then those gauntlets you could see were really soft rubber. He does have a double jointed knee, which is nice, and he actually gets up pretty far. I don't think I've ever seen the joints that they used up in the thigh, crotch area. They look super sturdy. I don't know if those are ratchet joints or what, but it clicked just a little bit, and there you can see he's got some toe articulation. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more rotation in the ankle pivot. See, look at that. That's kind of weird, but they were really, really easy to work with, and they held their position super well. So I am happy with the way that I'll be able to get them into some pretty cool stances and not have to worry too bad about the joints getting loose or anything like that. So awesome blossom there. And he does have the butterfly in the shoulders, hinge and swivel at all four hands. He can't get his arms past the 90-degree angle, but it's still pretty decent for having such big biceps like him. You kind of work with it a little bit because he is so top heavy. But you can see what I'm talking about with that gap in the chest. But still pretty nice looking. Just have to work with it a little bit. Work with me, baby. So he stands with the hair just at about 10 inches tall. And there's some nice poses that I was able to get him into. Anyways, I know this is a quick little review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button and share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, good one, Merlin. Oh, hello there. Thank you for watching. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe today. It's free.